Good morning, students. Hope you all are well and attaining maximum from these online sessions. Children, I know at times you may be really messed up attending one session after the other. But it's a request and an advice too that please cooperate and try to adjust with the situation, because no one of us thought that or dreamt that this day would be there when we have to study in this way in virtual classes. I know there are certain constraints, but we teachers are trying our best to make the content as easy and as interesting we can. Children, please make a timetable or a schedule for yourself. At least you are at ease under these virtual sessions that you can complete your work as and when you want. Make a timetable and please abide by that before the next session of a particular subject is to be taken up, so that neither you lag behind nor you run away with the things. I hope you all will try to incorporate whatever I have said and will do your best. Before we start the session for today, I would like you all to open Module 2 of your BBC book. Keep it ready along with your language notebook so that as and when it is needed, you can open it. Our topic for the day is notice writing. Children, this topic we have already covered in class 6 and you have learnt how to write notices for different events and purposes. First of all, I'll give you a brief on what notice writing is. Let's get started. A notice is a short piece of formal writing used to announce events, celebrations, occasions, and meetings. At times, it is also used to announce about an object or articles lost or found. You all are familiar with the format of notice writing. But as the session moves forward, we'll be taking up brief on each part of this topic, and at the end we'll be solving the sample notices and the questions given in the module. So let's get started. There are certain points to remember in general for any kind of notice which you write. Number 1, a notice must contain complete information. Number 2, next, the main idea must be clearly stated. It means that your notice must be clear-cut with the information you need to give to the people concerned. Next, usually present tense and future time references are used. However, for lost and found types of notices, we use past or present tense according to the question. Let's say if the question is about an object which you lost yesterday, you will be using past tense. But if you have lost something today and you are issuing a notice today, you will be using present tense. So check the question thoroughly and read it twice so as to make out which tense you will be using. Next, a notice is always put in a box. Here is the format of notice writing. Children, listen to the audio and watch it carefully as well, and at the end you'll come to know what all things you need to write down in your language notebook. While taking up the notice format, the first and the foremost thing is to write the name of organization or institution along with the city name. This name, if it is given in the question, you will use the same. Otherwise, ABC School XY City is to be written. Next, we leave a line and write the word notice. Number 3, again we'll leave a line and put the date. The format of the date is to write the month name, then the date, and then the year. Please take a note of this. First the month name, then the date, and then the year. There is no use or no need to write ND, TH after the date. Next, leave a line and give a suitable heading or title to your notice. It is most of the time mentioned in the question itself. Very rarely you have to frame the words from your side, but remember that this heading or subject or title should be short and precise. Next, leave a line and write the content. This content includes the information which you need to convey or deliver to the people. In the BBC book, you will come across that this content part is written in paragraph form, but it is recommended that you use a tabular form for delivering the information that is to be taken care of by the people concerned. While doing the questions, I'll explain you this part in detail. Next, leave a line after writing the content and put the signature of the person who is issuing the notice. This person is most of the time mentioned in the question itself. If not, then you will just scribble anything as for the signatures. Next, without leaving any line, you will be writing the name of the person who has issued this notice. It's advisable to write the first 3 letters of your name if you cannot go for any 3-letter combination. It's better to write the first 3 letters of your name. For example, in case that the person writing is Bindu, or you can say if the name is not mentioned and I am writing that and I am Bindu, so I'll write BIN. Next will come the designation of the person who is writing the notice. These points 6, 7, 8 are of the same person. Here are some key points. Whatever I have spoken for slide 2, I have summarized them here. You will write them, but only after the session ends. Number 1, point 1678. Point 1678, you may refer to the back slide, or when you will be writing, you may match these points with the numbers I have put there. Point 1678 is according to the question. If the names are mentioned, then use the same, else you will use the alphabet combination, that is ABC, PQR, or any 3 letters combination can be used. Next, for point 7, if you remember, that was the name of the person. Using first 3 letters of your name is advisable. This already I explained you in my previous slide. Next, point 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. 1 is the name of the school city name. 2 was the word notice. 4 was the heading and title. 7 and 8, 7 was the name of the person who is writing the notice, and 8 was the designation. These are written in bold letters and rest you can use cursive writing. Point 5 takes a suitable beginning. This refers to the content part. When you are writing and why you are writing the notice. It includes all those things. So this point 5 takes a suitable beginning. You have to give a beginning that the school has decided, or a book was lost, a water bottle was lost. It depends upon the question. So point 5 takes a suitable beginning followed by details to be written in a tabular form. Now here the first type of notice which we are going to take up in class 7 is notice writing, and the type is meeting. There is a meeting, someone is going to hold it, and what all details you have to include for the people to whom it is concerned. Let's take a quick view of what all points we need to write or remember while writing such a notice. The basic points: school name, notice word, date, all these are common for every notice. I'll be dealing in this slide with the value points that involves the content part. So, listen to the audio once again and watch it also simultaneously again if you're not able to understand what I am saying. Point 1. This is for the content part. Give a suitable beginning. Include in that who has to attend. A meeting is actually attended by some people, and there's someone who is holding that meeting or who will hold that meeting. So the important detail to be included in that beginning sentence or the beginning of the content part is who has to attend and who is going to hold the meeting. Next comes when the meeting will be. So it will come under date. You'll write the word date and mention the date. Next, the time. Next, agenda. Mark it that you will use these words in bolds only: date, time, agenda. Next, any specific instruction. If it is there in the mentioned in the question, then you mention it. Otherwise, you can skip this point. Every meeting must be attended by the people concerned. So you can mug up this line, attendance is compulsory, and write for every meeting notice you get to write. Next comes signature. This is also common for every notice. Signature, name, and designation of the person who is writing the notice. And usually, as I said, it is given in the question. If not, for signature, scribble any letters, any 2-3 letters in cursive stroke, name, first 3 letters of your name, and designation is usually mentioned in the question itself. Now children will be taking up a sample notice from your book. In your book, it is written in a paragraph form. As I told you, it's always advisable to write a notice and the main part of especially of the content in a tabular form. So I'll be taking up the same notice that has been written in your book in a paragraph form in a tabular form. It's on page 50 of your BBC book. The Scouts and Girl Guides of Bal Bharti Public School Bhopal are due to attend a camp at Rishikesh next month. So the question goes like this. I'm not reading the whole question. It's just to give you an idea what the question is about. You may open your book to this page. Otherwise, first listen to this simply without opening any book, and for the second go you can open the book and match with the writing part there with what I am speaking. So let's start. I am using the same information which is given in this notice. Even the date I will not change, and you also do not change the date, because we are writing a tabular form for the same notice that is printed here. So we will be using the same information which is written here, though it is not November month, but we'll write the same date what is given in the sample notice. First comes the school name, Bal Bharti Public School, Bhopal. Next, leave a line, put the word notice, then the date. I told you we'll be using the same date which is given in the notice there, and first comes the month, then the date, and then the year. Then leave a line, give a suitable heading according to the question. The heading goes Meeting of Scouts and Girl Guides. Next, leave a line once again and start writing. Give a suitable beginning. There is a meeting of the Scouts and Girl Guides who are going to Rishikesh with the Scouts master. If you remember, I told you the beginning line must have the name of the people who are going to attend it and the name of the person who is going to hold the meeting. This depends and may vary from question to question. Following are the details. First, it is the date. I am using the same date which is mentioned in the question. Then the time. Then the venue. Venue is the place where you are going to hold the meeting. Next comes agenda. Agenda means why you are going to conduct or hold this meeting. So it may also be used as the word, or it may mean purpose. For the purpose of the meeting, and the word which we are going to use for purpose is agenda. Meetings usually have an agenda. And as I told you, this line you must write for every meeting notice. Attendance is compulsory. Take care of the spelling of compulsory. Then leave a line, put signatures. Next, the name in bold. This name is given in the question, so I am using the same name. And next, the designation of the person. He is the Scouts master. It should be Scout master, children. I have mentioned there S with Scout. Please do not write this S there. It is Scout master. Next, on the same page, there is practice exercise question 1. And the format which is given in your book on page 51 is to write it in the fill in the blank form. The same notice, again I am going to take up in the way you must write a notice. So you will be doing this work after this session ends in your notebook. Question reads, you are Yashu Sinha, the head boy of DAV Public School, Amritsar. The vice principal, Mrs. Kavita Ghosh, is leaving school. You wish to arrange a farewell function in her honor. Write a notice in about 50 words for all class leaders and student cabinet members of your school. Now children, if you carefully read the question once again, you will find maximum information is given in the question itself. So with your pencil, you can mark those important parts of the question which are to be included in your answer. That will ease out your way and will also fetch you marks better than others, those who simply start writing the question soon after reading the question. So mark the important points. You can mark you can mark Yashu Sinha, the head boy, DAV Public School, Amritsar. All this could be marked in the question so that you do not miss any information. Let's get started. School name is given in the question, so I'll be using DAV Public School. City name is there, Amritsar. Leave a line, the word notice. Leave a line, put the date. Now I am in a position to change the date because a question has been given to me and I have to frame the notice, so I can put my own date there, May 6, 2020. Next, leave a line, give a suitable heading according to the question. It's meeting of class leaders and student cabinet members. Leave a line, give a suitable beginning. There's a meeting of all the class leaders and cabinet members, and following are the details. First important detail is date. Next, time. If you wish to write anything for the time, you may mention the time there. I have preferred to write after school for half an hour. Next is venue. Common hall is given in the question itself. If you see that fill in the blank type of table there, it's written there, so I have used the same thing, common hall. And even the time has been there, written there, after school tomorrow. So I have mentioned in my time, after school for half an hour. Next, agenda. What was the agenda? To plan and allocate duties. Always start your agenda sentence with this to. To plus whatever you are having the purpose of holding the meeting. To plan and allocate duties for the farewell of the vice principal. Next, attendance is compulsory. Further, leave a line. Sign yourself as Yashusina. Then the name Yashusina in bold letters. And last, according to the question, person is the head boy, so you will mention head boy. I hope, children, you are enjoying it. In case you are not understood any slide, you can go back to the previous part of this session. Kindly be clear with the format, go step by step, then come to the value points for the meeting notice, then come to the solved questions. This is your homework. You have to write the content of slide 2 to 6 in the language notebook. Further, as I said, go through the taught part. Again, if you have not understood, you are at convenience to watch it as many times you want. This is what I said in the beginning. In real learning or in the classroom learning, you are bound to focus during those 40 minutes. And even if you ask the teacher to explain again, he or she may or may not be in the mood to do so. But now you are flexible enough to watch these sessions again and again as many times you want. And the third homework, that is, write the notice of question 2. Write the notice of question 2 on page 51 of BBC in the language notebook. Mind it, you have to do all the written work in your language notebook. Use a pencil to write. This is only for the sake of children maintaining the neatness of the work, as you are doing it after 2 months. So please write it with a pencil. Once you are sure, you can override with a pen or let it be like that. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.